Hey to all my hustlers out there. It's Eleanor with the Entrepreneur Hustles 21-day takeoff for 2022, where we are exploring the habits, the mindset, the persistence that we could build to make sure that we are resilient and ready for 2022 and all the success that it should bring. And today we are talking about making sure we see possibilities instead of just problems. Lots of times, and as an adult, life just wears you down. You're kind of trained to see what could go wrong, to protect yourself, to plan properly, to make sure that disaster does not strike. And a lot of times, that perspective, that although it can save us from some really dangerous situations, can also take away some of the joy that comes with seeing possibilities. Now, my son is a great example for me in this arena because whenever I tell him we can't do something, like we can't go get ice cream today, he gives me a million reasons why it is very possible. Not only possible, we should do it. He encourages it. And that childlike mannerism or that childlike mindset of, well, how can we make this work? Well, what can we do? What are the possibilities? Well, maybe we could go tomorrow. Well, maybe we could do this. Well, maybe you could take me here instead. Kids see lots and lots of possibilities, and incorporating that mentality instead of just seeing problems helps us not only have a joyful spirit, that's a pretty good bonus, but it also lets us see what our alternatives are properly. It can't just be A or B, doom or gloom, win or lose. There is so many gray areas in between, and I wouldn't even call it a gray area because it's so many beautiful colors, right? Everything is not black and white, and you get to explore that when you see possibilities instead of problems. We all have problems. We have to be mindful of them. We have to be mindful that other people are facing their own challenges as we interact and intertwine in our lives. But problems is not all there is. There is a solution, and there are people who make it their living to help us find solutions or to help us find alternatives to help change our course of action. It can't just be traffic is here, you shouldn't go there, or it will delay you for an hour. What do? You get on Waze and you don't just see the problems, you see the possibilities. What are my alternative routes? How long will it take me to get there? If I don't get there on time, what arrangements can I make and be proactive about so that I can still get the reward or the relationship or the client that I'm looking for? So it can't just be all problems. We can't only be sold on if it doesn't happen this way, it won't happen, or that the problem is so overwhelming that I won't ever find a solution. We have to incorporate possibilities in our life. It, yes, brings joy, as I mentioned, but it also lets us see that more things is possible than you can see at first glance. When you think about possibilities, you really get a chance to explore all the things that could happen, good and bad, and make a more thoughtful and thorough plan because you're seeing all the colors of the rainbow instead of just black and white. I have this problem, so let me make a detour. I have this problem, so let me turn around. I have this problem, so let me stop. No, you don't have to stop because the possibilities abound. You can find another way. You can enlist other people to help you. But possibilities as that hope, that little light in the corner that says it doesn't have to stop here. You don't have to keep pushing. You may have to find a new way, but that doesn't mean there's no way. So my encouragement, get some joy from some kids. Go hang out with some kids. See how they think through, no, you can't do it. They get very creative. And even if it's not realistic, it gets your brains moving and it gets you in the spirit of can do. How can I do this? It's difficult. I have a problem, but that problem won't stop me because the possibilities are all around me as well. That's our tip for today. Make sure you check us out on our YouTube page or at entrepreneurhustle.co.